Hey everyone, thanks for checking this video out. This is Logan with Full Sail Marketing. We're going to talk about the fact that since it's 2018, do you even need a website anymore for your contracting business? Now, the reason we're actually bringing this one up is because there's a lot of people out there that are saying things like, you don't even need a website anymore because social media is so powerful that you could run everything off that. Now, while that may seem to be like it's, the way of the future, and it really is, at the same time, you can do that with e-commerce businesses. So if you're selling, water purifiers, you can do a lot of that stuff just on social media and have like one page where people can actually buy the item right there, and everything is done on Facebook. And that will work because water purifier may be 30 bucks. You sell, a couple hundred of them and you're actually making some good money. So with a contracting company, you're selling like a $70,000 pool. How many people come to Facebook to look up a $70,000 pool to put in their backyard? I don't know too many that live in my neighborhood. So do you need a website for your contracting business? Long story short, the answer is yes. And there's really a few reasons why. So first off, a website's great to drive leads. All right. Depending on how you like to position your sales cycle, maybe you want them to directly call you or fill out a form on your website with their information. Usually you need a website to fill out that form or for them to know what the phone number is, okay? Because while Facebook is good and Instagram is good and it can show your number, a website gives you the opportunity to be really prominent with what you get to show. And if you want your phone number to be very front and center, that's your opportunity to do it. Now, on the flip side, with a website, this is yours. You own the website. This is your baby. You get to control it. Take Facebook. You build your entire company on Facebook. And then what happens? This data leak comes out and Facebook potentially goes away. Now, it's not going to go away, but they're changing a lot of the rules. And they've already changed it, a few months ago to show that they don't want Facebook to be inundated with businesses. They want people to see posts from their friends and families. So what does that do to businesses who rely on just them posting and a lot of people seeing it to make revenue that way? That's going away, and a lot of businesses are freaking out because when you normally show a post to thousands and thousands, now it's dropping down to hundreds. So if you're used to getting 20 leads off 1,000 posts, 1,000 people looking at one post, what happens when that 1,000 people looking at that now drops to 200? Now you're at like 2 leads instead of 20 or 4 leads, I think is what the math is. So when you run everything on a borrowed platform like Facebook or Instagram or even like Angie's List or the Thumbtack, stuff like that, you control them. And the second that you stop paying them, guess what happens to all that credibility you have? It's going to go away, or at least parts of that are going to go away because they have a paid version that gets you like a profile on steroids. All right, and now you're back to the normal scrawny profile with them. So when you're on a borrowed platform, there's no such thing as a free lunch, especially if you're paying them and you drop back down to that free lunch. So that's a possibility what could happen. Now, another thing that you can do with your website is you can showcase your culture. Now, candidly, social media is better at this, all right? Websites are great for driving traffic and generating actual revenue. Facebook and social media are going to be better to actually showcase who you are, what you're all about. Now, you can still do that on a website via videos and doing it through blogging and like writing news articles and stuff. Because when you write a blog, which let's say, for example, we're writing a blog on how to install a pool. All right, you're gonna have a very formal way of being able to write it. You're gonna have a very informal way where you use a lot of slang. You get to decide, because whatever voice you are telling in your blogs and your videos and whatever that is, that's the voice that these people are expecting. So if you hire a, very hoity-toity blog writing company that uses very large words and just seems very snobby, if you come out there and you're kind of rednecky, there's gonna be a huge disconnect and it's not gonna go as well as you're hoping. So that's where you get to show your culture, all right? Show who you are, show that when you're in people's yards, they love it. It's fun for them, it's fun for you, because when you're having fun, they're having fun. All right, so you want to show that on your website. Now, the next thing is your website could be a selling tool. I know a lot of contractors that will actually say on the phone, do me a favor, go to my website, let me talk you through some things, some projects we've done, some ways we do things. All right, your website is, you're able to organize it because you own it in a way that you really get to say, click on this button, go to that page, go to that page. How many times you go on Facebook and go, oh, we'll scroll down, 43 posts, you see that one picture, what do you think? All right, it just doesn't work like that. And if it does, it's gonna be hard as hell to sell like that. So your website it should be a selling tool from both when you're on the phone, but also before the phone call, because it's like 70% of people have already bought in their mind before they call you up. So your website should be selling for you, and that's the same reason why we're doing this video. So yes, we're trying to help you out and teach you all this stuff, but at the same time, this is creating rapport. So you're seeing my face, you're hearing my voice, and it's showing that I know what the hell I'm talking about, and I'm doing that by just providing you information and value. So these videos, these blogs, they're selling tools is what they are really. All right, I'd love you guys for you guys to do well, but at the same time, without making money, these aren't possible. So these are a selling tool. Now, these also give you credibility, or websites give you credibility, because a lot of places, like banks, they want you to have a website. I used to work at Indeed. You had to verify that you were a real company by using your website's domain name in your email. All right, so things like that, it gives you credibility. Plus, if somebody, you hear about a great, landscaper, and you try to find their website and they don't have one, how does that show that they're a real business? All right, so I hope that all helps. We're talking about driving leads with your website. You get to own it, so you're not up to the whims of what Congress does to Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook. You can show your culture, you can use this as a selling tool, and at the end of the day, it just shows that you're a real legit business. So the big question is, should you do it yourself or hire someone? You're a contractor. How many times have you gone out to a homeowner's house to fix something that they thought they could do themselves? I'm gonna leave it with that. So I hope all this helps. Websites are super, super, super important. And in our full sale marketing process, that is step one. Make sure your website is shit hot, because that is the foundation of your overall marketing, online presence, everything. So hope this helps. If there's somebody out there that just has a website that you go, you know what, they did it themselves, or maybe they need to see this, do me a favor, send this over to them. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks.